1984 Chevy S10 2.8 liter Delco Remy alternator with the 2 spade connectors. Got a bolt here, bolt there, and a bolt there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and put your 9mm. Oh, 4 of those total. They're super long, so make sure that you have all the patience in the world. Come on, you. Okay. Rip that cover off. Nice. There's one spring for your brush. There's brush number 2 spring. So that don't look too good. Shove that out of the way. Now down in here, you're gonna want to take your 9mm again here. You got 3 of those bolts there. Or nuts, I should say. Should be able to get them real easy, about a half a turn. And then finger tight the rest of the way. Just like that. Throw that one off to the side. Number 2 off to the side. Terminal number 3 nut off to the side. This whole thing just kind of pops out just like that. And you should be looking at that. Now, those 2 springs go right in here, 1 and 2. Now looking at that, you can see that top brush looks pretty good, not too bad. That second one, you can kind of see it in there. Get a little pointy thing right there. Hard to see, it's kind of jammed in there. That's the problem. You need 2 of those in order for it to run. If you only have 1 in it, it ain't not gonna fucking run. So take your 1/4 inch guy, make sure he's on the old reverso. But that guy's not gonna fit. So backup plan. Let's see if I have one sitting around here somewhere. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Not to worry though. If you do have one of these guys, you should be able to fit right in there. Now you're gonna need ratchet. I'm trying to do this with tools that people would generally have so that it's not going to be all super hard to get to or not to do at all. These ones shouldn't be too hard. Once you get them a little loose, it should just be hand tight. And in the extraction process, it's kind of hard to do it with one hand, but well, we'll manage. Now, typically these bushings don't come out with it, but using this impact extension, it sure as heck is going to make that a lot easier. So you just kind of get it out just like that. Set you all down right there for a minute. Pull that off to the side and then get this one here, and that's going to be the only other one that you're really going to have to be fighting with. Once you get it in there though, not too difficult. ratchet on there, break it loose. Once again, just hand tie it. They're not too difficult to get on out of here. If you're doing it on the side of the road, it helps to kind of know what you're doing. And you just kind of pop this guy out just like that, throw him down there, and now you got a couple more. You got that one there, you got that one there, and those two right there. The rest you can just get with the ratchet. Don't need no special nothings. And then you just kind of take it down, get this grass out of the way. Now ideally you're gonna be wanting a clean surface to be doing this. Me, I really don't give a shit. So just gonna get this out of the way. And now when you get this last one out of here, what you're gonna be seeing here, a lot of parts jittering around. Drop you there. Get that guy out of the way. Now you got this guy. Now, it's your brush housing and your brushes. You can see that brush, how it's only half there. It's only 50% power, we'll call that, or something, probably. And you just want to get that tab there. Set you up so you can see what I'm doing. You just kind of pull out like that. Other tab, pull out like that. You want to save this piece. Now, next piece is going to be this guy. You just toss him out to the side. You'll find him, deal with him later. Now this guy, that's where your terminal's going to from the outside of your alternator there. So it plugs into there, goes to your brushes. We don't have to worry about those for now. Now, you got 3 more of these bolts here. Bust that one loose. Bust that one loose. Bust that one loose. Perfect. And then, like I said, you just kind of pull those out with your little phalanges there, and you should be fine. Shove that out right there. Loosen this one up real nice like that. Now, this is going to be another component that you're going to go off. Now, there is one thing. All of these are the same size bolts, so that it doesn't matter where they go back, except for this one. This guy right here is going to be a little stubby fucker. So this guy has to go back right here. And the reason for that is because if you try to put one of those long ones there, you're gonna crack this heat sink here, and that's gonna be a no good. So, like I said, little stubby guy, not too hard to remember. Get this guy, toss him out to the side. We don't care about him for right now. Now, getting your heat sink out of here, you got this guy right here. Now, what do you do? Like I said, using tools that people have. Well, that one's not gonna work. Throw him off to the side. Let's get a pair of like pliers or something. This guy's not too hard to replace, so you just get whatever pliers you want. Loosen it up like that. As soon as you get past the first turn, it'll come off like nothing. And then you just give this a little tap like that. Now you have an empty case. Now you have your heat sink. Now, if you're going over to the rotor here, the rotor's going to be a little bit more difficult if you're going to want to be replacing this. Got a bolt right there. Now, this is going to be the tough part because you're going to need a special socket. Or, if you're cheap, such as I am, a puller, and you just cut a socket, put an Allen wrench in the middle, hold it down, take it off, pop that off, and you got this little outer disc here. Pop that off, pull that out, throw that in the garbage, or spend $107 buy a new alternator. Happy birthday.